So we are on season 2 of Young Widow's Journey. A lot's happened. It's been 4 years since we last cut off with Phoebe and Wesley, and what's to say? Well, a lot can happen in 4 years. So let's talk about basically what's been going on. Well, for the most part, little Sonia is no longer a toddler. She is now a child. And as you can see, she's talking to grandma over here, and she needs a makeover. Wow. And we got Phoebe down here. Now, you may notice that some things have been going on with Phoebe. Mainly the fact that she is now no longer married to Wesley. See, what happened was Wesley's eroticism hit an all-time high. She just couldn't take it with him any longer. And he started getting really nasty, and he was verbally abusive. He was not looking like he was in the best state of mind, and she tried to help him as much as possible, but Wesley just wouldn't do what she needed him to do. So as a result of what happened, yeah, they got divorced. And, you know, for Phoebe, it was devastating enough, but it really wasn't that devastating to her, because when Wesley started having his eroticism, Phoebe basically started getting very upset and depressed. One night she went out to the Humor and Hijinks Festival with her Aunt Claire, and she met a very nice young chef who was about the same age as her. He was single, he was very funny, she really enjoyed talking to him. She didn't expect anything to come out of this, but something did, and that something was a full-blown affair. But that's not all that happened, because Javi started getting a little older, a little sicker. You can see that he's looking, even though he's chipper, he's not looking as young as he used to. He's still pretty healthy. He exercises daily. Leah, too, she's a little older. She's got white hair now. And just because Javi has a hard time sleeping at night, he tosses and turns a lot. He doesn't feel as good. He's been sleeping in a twin bed, but Leah is right beside him because she doesn't want to be without him. And even though it's hard for them to stay in the same bed together for the last year or so, she wants to be near him and take care of him, because Javi is not what he used to be. He's getting forgetful. He's not bouncing back from sickness as easy. And every day Leah fears the worst, because she knows it's only a matter of time, given his age, when he's going to go. What's worse is explaining to Sonia why Wesley left the house and why he doesn't seem to want to be her father any longer. In fact, what he did was kind of despicable. He had the adoption to Sonia nullified, claiming that his wife was unfaithful, and therefore he didn't feel that he could be an adequate father to her. So, yes. So the hardest thing for Phoebe was telling her daughter in so many words that Wesley didn't want to be her father any longer. And that was a hard thing for Phoebe to have to do. So she basically broke it down to, your dad is sick and he has problems that he needs to work through. And that's why he can't be your father right now. And she's hoping that he'll change his mind, but when she got the form in the mail, which was nullifying the adoption, it was really something she didn't expect him to be as cruel about. I mean, he could be as cruel as he wants to her, but when it's her daughter that's involved, different story entirely. So Phoebe basically has been trying to take this as much as she could, but she knows a large part of it was due to the fact that she cheated on Wesley too. And when she admitted to Wesley that she wanted the marriage to be over, and she told him that she had been seeing someone else and basically fell in love with someone else, Wesley reacted purely the way you would expect him to. He was completely furious. He was angry, and she said to him, but you don't understand, you drove me to this. Because of you not getting help, because of you not doing what I needed you to do, this is why we are at this place where we're at. But Wesley didn't want to hear anything about that. He argued with her, he fought with her, and she just said, you know something, just get out. And he said, fine, then I'm done with you and your family. And when he said your family, he meant her entire family, including Sonia. So Sonia basically has taken the brunt of this, and Phoebe has been trying to find a way to explain this. And at the same time, you know, it's been a while since her and Wesley divorced. It has been almost a year. So for about a year, Sonia has not seen Wesley. And it is New Year's Eve. So hopefully they're wishing for a new start to this year. So not only did Phoebe, you know, think that her marriage was going to be something to last, it ended up being something that ended fairly quickly. I mean, 4 years. That's a blink of an eye, really. So now it's New Year's Eve, and, you know, she's hoping for a good start to New Year's Eve, and we should hope too. So everyone's hoping for a good... What's going on, Hobby? Why? Well, he's a pretty... What? Oh, no. Oh, Hobby, on New Year's Eve? Really? Aww. And Leah gets up and she's all excited, and what a thing to wake up to. The lover of her life is gone.
Oh.
So Phoebe, who doesn't sleep really, hears commotion and comes down here.
Oh, Buddha pie.
Oh man, really? This is sad. But there is a silver lining, and that is Javi has decided not to move on just yet. He wants to stick around and keep an eye on his family. But I think you should change your clothes first, Javi. He knows that Leah needs him. He's not going to leave her alone. And Phoebe is beside herself, too. She cannot believe that this has happened. So her first inclination is to call Ryan, but she knows the person that she needs to find right now is her grandmother. So she's going to go and help her grandmother out here, because her grandmother is just a mess. You know, they were together 60 years. Over 60 years, I think. She met him when she was just like at a point in her life where she was like, I don't want to get married. I just want to be about my career. I just want to have my house. And she went to the gym one day, saw this yoga instructor, and was just like, whoa, who is this guy? And the rest is history. With Hayden, Claire, and Stephanie. And she is just beside herself with grief. Poor Leah. And Leah just can't bring herself to do anything. So she's like, don't worry, Grandma. I'll make you some coffee. You know, I'll call Daddy and Aunt Claire and Aunt Steph and bring them over here, and we'll take care of it. And Javi, he just wants to help out as much as possible. You know, he wants to try to make things easy. But he also knows if they see him, they're going to freak out. So go to the bathroom, Javi. Come on, before anyone sees you. And and Grim is taken off. Aw, poor Spud. So because it's a holiday, they're not able to have Javi's funeral today. And Javi is fine with that, you know, but he's going to, he does want to keep an eye on his family. He wants to make sure that everyone is taken care of. But more importantly, he doesn't want to move on without Leah. And actually, he has an idea in mind for him and Leah. And he hopes that, you know, when it's Leah's time, she's going to love this idea and follow through with him on it. So right now, Phoebe, you better take care of your little girl. She needs your help. Stop messing with that clay. And just give your daughter a hug, because she needs it. And basically Phoebe's like, you know something, no matter what, no matter where Grandpa went to, I still love you. So don't ever think you're alone. Because she's really missing her great-grandpa. Actually, Sonia used to call her great-grandparents Nona and Poppy. Because Grandma and Grandpa were Hayden and Rowan, and also Bev's parents. And Nona and Poppy are what she, you know, picked up by just listening to her parents talking. And as you know, Nona is the Italian word for grandma. So she calls her great-mother Nona, and her great-grandfather Poppy, because Poppy is also a Spanish word for grandfather, I think. So, or affectionate term for grandfather. So that's what she calls her grandparents, Nona and Poppy. My niece used to do something similar. She used to refer to my grandparents, her great-grandparents, as Nana and Papa. But my parents were Grandma and Grandpa. So that's where I got that idea from. And Shohei has called and said, hey, I heard you're dating Ryan. And she's like, how did you hear that? So apparently it's gotten out that Phoebe is dating Ryan. Well, actually, it kind of was an accident. Her and Ryan went out on a date one night, and she had already been divorced from Wesley for about a year. So Ryan and Phoebe were cautious about how they had their relationship. And yes, Phoebe's well aware about all Ryan and his life and his family, and he has quite an interesting family tree, and I will introduce you to Ryan in a short while. In fact, you may remember Ryan from a previous video. And if you do, don't spoil it for others in the comments. But anyway. Yeah, Phoebe, Leah's just beside herself. And right now she thinks she's talking to Javi, not realizing that she actually is talking to Javi. So she's just like, oh, honey, I miss you so much. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. And Javi's reassuring her that I'm here. Don't worry. I've got you. I'm not leaving you. And another thing he wants her to know is he wants her to stay married. But she's just beside herself. She doesn't know what to do. She just basically is so sad and upset. And as you can see, it says that he was her one true love. So that right there spells out what their relationship was about. But Javi, is, basically he's determined to try to do everything he can to ease her pain and let her know that he's around. So Leah thinks right now she's going crazy because she was like, was I just talking to Javi? But she's not saying anything about it. Phoebe, on the other hand, is really worried about what to do. Oh, thank you, Grandpa. Well, we forgot to mention Sonia's birthday was not too long ago.
Oh, dag.
But it hasn't been the happiest birthdays. So as you can see, it is not a very good New Year's Eve. This is Briley, which is Leah's cousin.
Oh, Arabe.
And she's a little younger than Leah, but not by much.
Suave. Rom's
But the main thing is, Sonia's saying, well, maybe I can call Dad and, let him know that Grandpa is gone. And Phoebe's like, honey, I don't think you should call Dad. She still can't bring herself to tell her the truth. But Sonia's like, well, you have Daddy's number, don't you? And Phoebe's just like, oh, how do I tell the child this news? It's absolutely devastating to her. But, Phoebe knows that she tried her best to fix the marriage with Wesley, and it just didn't work out. Should put that in there. And Briley's like, hey, Phoebe, how you doing? She's like, good. Oh, can I have your autograph since now you're famous? And Phoebe's like, hey, we'll do a selfie instead. How's that?
Oh, sweetie.
Meanwhile, as you can see, Leah is just like in a daze. But she does feel the renewed sense of strength from her family, so they're doing their best to help her. But it's really hard day. So now Phoebe's got to call her father. And she's just like, Daddy, I'm so sorry.
Hello? Bro, hey.
And Phoebe is, amazingly taking this in stride. She's just like, but she too is going through a lot of hell, and it's obvious. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring them over to the house and have a little maybe memorial session for Javi. And Javi, I think, is going to, what else did he do? Let's see. All right, sell that too. Sell everything. Go ahead and do that. What's up with Carson? Oh my goodness. Where is he? He's gonna break. All right, so you do your homework. All right, so everyone's walking back to the house. And it's just an extremely gloomy New Year's Eve. I mean, to have this happen on New Year's Eve is just so sad. But you know what? This family knows that Javi always loved holidays, so just to ignore the holiday completely is not something that he would want them to do. So they are going to continue with the holiday. Where's the ghost ability? He has ghost ability. Oh, did I do the ghost abilities yet? Oh, I didn't. All right. So I think knowing Javi, as much as he would do Transcendent and Woohoo, he would do Solace Embrace because he loves his family more, and Dispeller because he hates messes. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to have him do the Solace Embrace because that will also help him get points. Okay, where's the ghost thing? Let's see. Embrace. Dude, where's the ghost thing? There we go. And he wants to help his family as much as possible. But Leah is just beside herself. She doesn't know what to do. This is something she never saw coming today. She was hoping for at least another year with her hobby. And
Hey.
all right, good. And maybe you can do the same thing to your other daughter.
Oh, look. Oh, you're good. Oh.
And he's just making everybody feel better because he knows how much they miss him and he wants them to be happy. He doesn't want them to be upset on this holiday. He wants them to enjoy themselves. So Javi's just trying to say, you know,
Oh.
I'm here for everybody.
Oh.
Also, it helps him get Ghost Mastery points. Look at that. See that? And you should... Actually, the Transcendental Woohoo probably would work too, because knowing Lee and Javi, they probably go off almost every single object in this house. But it also helps when they're sad like this, because it will boost...
Low for Flamo. Tabaroo.
Rowan's there too.
Ow.
And as you can see, he's making everyone feel happy, which is good.
Ebola.
Oh, Papa.
So Leah basically has gotten the type of grief, which is denial grief. And I expected that that would happen to her because she's acting like everything is fine, but it's not fine. So she's going to zone out like she was doing before. She has bored emotions. She's going through a lot of emotions, but she still feels Javi around her. And that is comforting to her. As you can see, she's a lot more better now. Her grief is still there, but she just didn't feel into it, but she's still feeling like he's there. And Phoebe feels like he's there too. And she may be going through a really hard time, but he's still here. So that's going to do it for this episode of A Young Widow's Journey. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And the next episode is coming up next week. And we got some surprises for that one. So I would just like to thank you once again for helping this little channel to grow. Every day this little channel is growing. It's all because of you. And I thank you profusely. Big shout out to my Patreon supporters, especially Justin Mom Sims. Check out our channel. It is awesome. Until next time, this is Jen the GXSimmer. Have a terrific day or night. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.